Tucker Carlson is not a supporter or a fan of Bernie Sanders. However, he does understand that if Bernie Sanders were to win the Democratic nomination, Donald Trump would be in a lot of trouble. Now, he lays out this argument by focusing on what the reality is for the vast majority of Americans. The economy is actually not doing that well for the majority. Take a look.
Only 31% said the economy was helping them and their families. Just 32% thought the current economy was helping the middle class. 58% thought the opposite. Among lower income Republicans, 47% said economic conditions were hurting them. Just 30% said they were helping. Now keep in mind, these aren't sociology professors from the Oberlin faculty lounge. This is the president's core, it's his base. Why do they feel that way? It's not personal, it's just really simple. For a lot of middle class people, wages are not keeping pace with expenses. Childcare, housing, education, healthcare, they're all getting more expensive by the year. The student loan bubble is still inflating. It's burdening young people with debts so large they can't start families. Now, these are economic problems, but they require a political solution. The candidate who makes it easier for 30-year-olds to get married and have kids will win the election and will deserve to win. Remember that. It's truer than any economic theory conceived on any college campus in the last 100 years. Improve people's lives and they will vote for you, period. Republicans ought to write that on their hands. Otherwise, the temptation will be to focus entirely on the lunacy on display on the left right now. Democrats have gone crazy, and it's definitely worth pointing that out repeatedly. We do it 5 nights a week. But it's not enough to win. Winning candidates come with their own program. They convince voters they will make things better.
So I'm sure that stung for Donald Trump, who keeps boasting about how the economy is doing really well under his leadership. But the truth is, it's not doing well. And Bernie Sanders does have a message of economic equality that really does resonate with a lot of voters. And that does put Donald Trump at risk. And Tucker Carlson seems to understand that, even while Democrats keep arguing that Bernie Sanders has an electability problem. Take a look.
Bernie Sanders may get the Democratic nomination, and if he does, every Republican in Washington will spend the next 10 months reminding you that socialism does not work and never has worked. And they'll be right, obviously. But if Sanders pledges to forgive student loans, he will still win many thousands of voters who went for Donald Trump last time. Why? Because debt is crushing an entire generation of Americans.
Now, if Biden wins the nomination instead, the Tucker Carlsons and the Fox News and the Donald Trumps of the world will get to say, why do you have that debt? It's because of Joe Biden. His bankruptcy bill said you cannot wipe your debt away if you're a student. Trump can wipe his debt away, but students can't. And they will be correct about that. That is actually factually correct. So you could either go with a nominee who they're going to easily label as anti-middle class, anti-students, or the nominee who says, I'm gonna get rid of your student debt. By the way, how can you do that? Well, doesn't that cost a lot of money? It costs less than the tax cut that Donald Trump gave to the richest people in the country. So you actually can do it, and you can do it fairly easily. And look, Tucker is massively wrong on issues. On some issues, he's the most wrong person in the whole country, especially immigration and a lot of racial issues, okay? But he is a populist, or maybe he's faking it, I don't care. But his audience likes it, that's why he's #1 now. And even the Republican audience watching Fox News goes, yeah, my wages aren't up. They're just not. Then forget the last 45 years, that's also true. But under Trump, they're not up. Did you see that stat he gave you? In this time when the economy is supposed to be doing good, and all the millionaires on CNN and all the millionaires on MSNBC are telling you how wonderful the economy is, and all the millionaires at New York Times are telling you how wonderful the economy is. In reality, when you ask average Americans, including the Republicans, 32% say no. 32%, sorry, say the current economy is helping the middle class. 58% say no, it is not helping. The middle class is not helping me. I haven't seen it. You know why you haven't seen it? Because it hasn't happened. Your wages have stagnated for the last 45 years, and it's not an accident. The powerful in this country, through donations and campaign contributions, rigged the economy to their benefit and against you. You got screwed. Now even some hosts on Fox News are realizing it. Meanwhile, corporate Democrats are going around with, oh, no, the rich will help you, don't worry, let's just give everything to the rich.
Thanks for watching TYT. What if you could take control of your internet experience for the price of a cup of coffee a month? Well, if you head to nordvpn.com/TYT, you'll be able to connect up to 6 devices to NordVPN's military-grade encryption for just $349 a month. If you go now, they'll even throw in one free month. Go now.